Hey everybody, this is Janet Illuminati with another glitch for you. And today we're going to talk about a subject that a lot of people really don't want. I took some notes down, but this is a subject that not a lot of people are going to want to hear about because it is that hair-raising. It is a very horrible thing that's going on in our world and has been going on for a very long time. The thing is that nobody wants to hear about these things because, like I said, they're very hair-raising and they have to do with children and what's going on with the children, all the sex trafficking, all the abuse. And so I'm just going to drop a real quick glitch on you with some notes that I took. And we're going to talk about these things real quick and what I believe the reason why this is going on right now, why the coronavirus is going on right now. And why I believe it's a false flag and a distraction to all the things that are going on with the children. And like I said, this is like as of yesterday, which was Thursday, a federal judge unsealed civil court documents related to Ghislaine's, I don't know how to say her name, Ghislaine Maxwell. She was arrested earlier this month on charges of aiding the sexual abuse of minor girls by herself and her dead ex-boyfriend, Jeffrey Epstein. We all know who Jeff Epstein is, right? I mean, he's the one that a good friend of Trump knows who Jeff Epstein is. This is what our current president says about Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, in 2002, Trump said, and I quote, "I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do. And many of them are on the younger side," unquote. This is something our current president said. He's buddy-buddy with Epstein, and Epstein is known, Epstein is not, he's not a good person. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein, if you haven't heard, Jeffrey Epstein was also trafficking children, and he's the boyfriend of the current Maxwell that's in jail right now for trafficking children and for all the stuff, that abuse that's been heaped on these young girls. And this is not conspiracy theory. This is not QAnon talking about frazzle drip and freaking everybody out about the Clintons and all that, which has no proof. These things are things that are happening right now. Like I said, as of yesterday, the judge, Loretta Preska, postponed the release of the more than 400-page documents in the U.S. District Court in Manhattan by up to a week to give Maxwell's lawyers the time to file an appeal on her decision. Okay, so she's giving them time to get their shit together, to get the story right about Maxwell's actions and stuff and crimes that she's committed and things that she's been doing, that she's done. And Maxwell's also a good friend of our current president, Trump. And I don't mean to just single him out. He just happens to be the president du jour, right? The puppet du jour. So, of course, we have the Clintons that have been, Bill Clinton himself was on Epstein Island for 36 times. Ask anybody, and ask any of them QAnon people. They know the whole story down to the T. But yeah, so Clinton was in there. There's a lot of what you call his name, Prince Andrews. Prince Andrew also involved in this, and there's a lot of royalty. There's the Vatican. There's a lot of Hollywood. The Hollywood main thing is pedophilia. A lot of them have known that. A lot of people have known that. When you have Woody Allen adopting a baby Asian and then ended up marrying her, nobody even batted an eye. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, no, really? That should have been a red flag right there. It lets you know that these things are happening and nobody really cares. That happened many, many, many years ago. I mean, like I said, you adopted her as a young child and ended up marrying her. So this pedophilia shit has been going on plentiful everywhere. And I know it's hard for people to believe. A lot of people, if you're very sensitive to these things, just don't even watch the rest of this because, it's going to be a bit too much. It's a bit too much for anybody that wants to know the truth. But some of these things are just a little bit too harsh. And believe you me, I'm trying to we all need to stop ignoring these things, because the more we ignore them, the more it keeps happening, and it's become commonplace and nobody cares anymore. The apathy about the children and what's going on with them is just unbelievable. It's just, it's like we've been programmed to ignore things like pedophilia and stuff like that. I have no idea why, but we've been taught to ignore these things, and this is a bad situation, because when we ignore these things, and there's a lot of children being molested and hurt, they grow up to be hurt adults, and hurt people hurt other people. So, unless they get help with what they've been through, it just creates even more distrust, and there's more people with a lot of pain. They're carrying a lot of pain. They're carrying guilt in their lives every day because of what happens to them as children with the pedophiles and stuff. A lot of people have been spanked. I was spanked when I was a little girl, but it didn't affect my ability to love, or my ability to trust and stuff like that. There's just certain things that when a child is molested, that stays with them forever. They get these messed up feelings, and it's got to be hard. I just, I pray for all of them that they get some kind of help so they can go on and try to forget their past, and just try to live their lives and stuff. But it's a hard cross to carry for a lot of these children. And this is the simple reason why we should take care of our children. We should honor the children, because if we don't, they grow up and as hurt adults. You know what I mean? And that's why you look around, you see a lot of people with apathy. That's exactly what happened to them. They either had a really hard childhood, and they can't forget certain things, and it's affected their whole lives and their whole demeanor, their whole way of thinking and everything. So, people need to get help. I needed to get help just for the anger issues and stuff. My dad was very angry and stuff, but that's another story. That has nothing to do with the pedophilia, which is a trillion times worse to have to navigate through in your life. But anyway, this judge said that she was going to release them, that she's going to give them a week so that this woman can get it together. And Judge Prescott reportedly said during a hearing that the public's right to see the documents far outweigh Maxwell's right to avoid being embarrassed by their clients. Okay, so the judge herself wants everybody to know what's going on. She's actually stating that she wants everybody, the whole public, to know. The public may not want to know. The public is too busy worried about the false flag called coronavirus to worry about it, and who's wearing a mask and who's not. They got us all distracted, and I believe that this is the reason why coronavirus came out, because all the pedophiles are getting caught. All these big-time child trafficking people are getting caught now, and they don't want that. And they don't want that to be the main subject. So they threw in the coronavirus, and they got us on lock with that one. But Maxwell is in a Brooklyn federal jail right now, being held without bail. Okay, they're afraid she's a flight risk. But she has a citizenship in France, but France doesn't exonerate criminals. So basically, she's stuck, Or going to be found hung soon, also. Because let me tell you what happened on Tuesday of this past week, what Trump said. He said, and speaking of Maxwell, I just wish her well, frankly. Met her numerous times over the years. Okay, he wishes her well. To which Anthony Scaramucci, remember Mucci? Anyway, he tweeted that, and I quote, "She has the goods on him. He is signaling, please don't talk." Okay, so even Scaramucci knows that that Maxwell has stuff on Trump, okay, on our current president. And as much as many people want to say, well, Trump is a good guy, he's trying to expose all the pedophiles and jail them and this and that, he's trying to capture people that have the goods on him, to get rid of them, to silence them, okay? This is what he's doing. He's not doing this out of goodness of his heart, that he hates pedophiles. He is one. He is a fucking New World Order puppet, and one of the worst, because he knows how to manipulate people. He knows how to get into their heads with that anger and stuff, and the racism and stuff. That there's no helping that. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. I mean, I'm not doing it political. It's not a political thing, but people will make it one. Even wearing a mask is a political thing these days. If you wear one, you're a liberal. If you don't wear one, you're a Trump supporter. Okay, so here I am. I'm not a supporter of anything, but I know bullshit when I see it. Okay, I know the mask is not going to stop the coronavirus. I know this is a false flag. It's a distraction to keep us worried about that. A virus that that the CDC said is 99.9% survival rate around the world, and 99.6% survival rate in the United States of coronavirus. And I know you know somebody that knows somebody, or you know somebody that died. Okay, they must have had other issues also wrong with them. And the coronavirus was just a little, just pushed them over the edge. But it's not as dangerous as they're making it out to be. This whole coronavirus thing got us fighting each other just as left and right. And this is what they want: division, confusion, distraction from what's really going on, which is Maxwell. This is not conspiracy theory. Maxwell's in jail right now because she's got the goods on all these pedophiles, okay? So this is what's happening right now. And to talk about Epstein real quick, in 2008, Epstein pleaded guilty to sexually abusing a 14-year-old girl, okay? He pleaded guilty, and they charged him, convicted him of procuring an underage girl for prostitution. Okay, and after that, 36 other girls came out saying that Epstein sexually abused them. Okay, so this is a big time pedophile here, and for all his troubles, he pleaded guilty to that one, and then again in July 6th of 2019, last year, July, the federal courts also they had federal charges for sex trafficking minors in Florida and New York. Okay, so Epstein, which is Maxwell's boyfriend or whatever, he's dead now, but that's Maxwell's ex-boyfriend. Okay, now she's in heat. Now she's got the goods. Okay, she's got goods on all these people now. So with Epstein's arrest and death, they knew that the child sex trafficking going on in the world would be exposed soon. Okay, they know it. I mean, all that hashtag Epstein didn't kill himself, that should have been telling people that were not even caring about this. They said, what is all this about? Oh, Epstein didn't kill himself. Who was Epstein? Oh, wow, he's a child trafficker. Oh, wow, he's Trump's friend. And now, oh, wow, his girlfriend's in jail, awaiting trial, or a noose, whichever comes first. You know what I'm saying? So it could be any number of people. It's not just the Clintons. It could be Trump. It could be anybody that's in a position of power. They need to have something they can blackmail them with. So instead of these people trying to act right, they go right ahead and abuse these children. Whatever the hell kind of, and they threaten these kids and better not say nothing, and that's it. That's the end of that. But now it's all being exposed. There's videotapes out there, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? So, all the pedophiles in the world are scared right now. And the hashtag Epstein did not kill himself triggered Agenda 21. Coronavirus is a false flag. Okay, it's a false flag to lock us down. Okay, they already started their Agenda 21 and dreams of depopulation. Okay, so like I said, the glitch is really quick. So these things that are happening right now, this is not conspiracy theory. This is not something that, these are things that are happening as we speak in our courts of law. There's pedophiles, big-time child trafficking pedophiles that are being caught and arrested and are in jail. And these are the people that are going to expose, all those pedophiles out there. And they're scared because all these pedophiles run in high circles. We got them in the royal family. We got them in the Vatican. They're all over the Vatican. We know that. This is sex traffic, the children. And Mother Teresa knew Maxwell's father. And they used to traffic children. I know nobody wants to hear anything bad about Santa Teresa, but let me tell you, she's up to no good too. They're all in on this stuff. They're all hurting the children and doing what they can. And Hollywood, are you kidding me? Hollywood is full of that. And we're going to talk about adrenochrome another time because that's totally horrific, satanic stuff. We're going to talk about that when we talk about what's going on in Hollywood and the music industry. That's a totally different thing. It's the same thing, but The sex trafficking and the child sacrifice might be two different things. What I want to focus on right now is this child sex trafficking happening, and all these children that have been abused, and all these children that are being molested, and they grow up and they get no help, and they have issues. And I'm praying for every single one of them that have had to go through something like this. And I'm sending you love and healing, okay? Because this is something very horrific. This is the reason why we need to take care and watch your children, because 2,000 children today will go missing. Don't take your eyes off your children. And, these are facts. Look it up. Look everything that I set up, please, because I've looked and I tried to debunk, and it just ain't happening. You know what I mean? It just is the real facts. Okay, so that's basically what I'm going to say. And another thing is Avicii tried to expose the sex trafficking. He made a video called Another Day, A Better Day. I want you to look that up on YouTube or whatever. Avicii's A Better Day. He will show you there how they do the sex trafficking, the big trucks with children in the back, and people come up and they buy them. Okay, very horrific video. And after that Avicii video came out, he was also killed by the same pedophiles that will kill Epstein, will kill Maxwell, will kill anybody that tries to expose what they're doing to these children and why it needs to stop. And like I said, I believe because Epstein got caught last year and now Maxwell's up against the ropes, this is the reason why we got coronavirus false flag. Okay, they locked you down in your own house. All these are things that we've been telling you for many years about FEMA camps. Might have been off by that one, but why do they need FEMA camps when you can lock yourself in your own house? It costs them money to put you in FEMA camp. Okay, so we're putting ourselves on lockdown and we're wearing masks. And that's the main thing in the day, while in the news, these pedophiles that are being exposed. It's all coming out in the watch now. Okay, so as horrific as it may be, we need to try to understand what's going on and know that these people are getting caught now. Okay, we need to demand if anything should happen to Maxwell. This should tell everybody out there that doesn't want to hear it or doesn't want to believe it, that all that stuff is true, that they're all taking children and they're hurting children out here. Okay, and they're sex trafficking them and they're sacrificing them in a lot of instances. Okay, this is no game. This is no conspiracy theory. The facts are there. Look on the records. Okay, our own court of law. She's in jail right now. Okay, so like I said, watch out for your children. Have compassion for people that have been through things and they couldn't talk about it because nobody believed them, because they're children. The children are seen and not heard. Days are over. Okay, we need to do things about to help the children, and we need to let whoever needs to go to jail let them be exposed now. Okay, this ends now. Okay, anything happens to Maxwell, we all know that they're just hiding, and Trump is hiding a lot of truth out there that he's done a lot of things too. Okay, so that's why I just wanted to say that I wanted to do a glitch on Maxwell and what's going on and stuff, and Epstein. And there it is. Look it up yourself. These people are sex trafficking children, and there's a lot. They have a lot of goods on people in high places, and they will be put to sleep. And in the meantime, we're all arguing about who's wearing a mask and who's not, and how deadly this corona shit is, which is, like I said, it ain't 99% non-survival rate. Come on, people. Okay, so get over the corona fears. Get over it. Stop letting them manipulate, and stop letting them tell you what to worry about and to think about, and know that all this bad stuff is coming out in the watch anyway. And I see a better day for all of us. I see that I see them getting caught. I see the New World Order falling apart, and that's why they jumped the gun. And pretty soon people will wake up to this coronavirus hoax and stop calling it a left or right thing. Okay, this is not about politics. The politicians, the right and the left, are together, and together they form the New World Order. And they want you to believe you have a choice and everybody should be thinking a certain way. How are they going to tell you how to think? Look for yourself, people. Come on. The internet is there. Everything is at your fingertips. All the real information is at your fingertips. Only thing you have to do is care enough to research and look and be careful out there and watch your children. You're more likely for one of these children to go missing today than for anybody to catch coronavirus right now. Okay, no matter what surge they pretend there is going on, somebody juggling the numbers out there. None of this stuff is real, you know. It's all an illusion. But just be aware and watch your children, okay? Because there's a lot of bad people out there. But then again, there's a lot of good people that we're out here trying to fight them and expose them. And at least make you aware of what's going on. And that's what the glitch is about, okay? All right, y'all. Have a good day. Love you. I'm going to try to make another one that's on a nicer note because this kind of, you know, it's pretty bad. But, yeah, I got more coming for you. All right? No fear. Love only lives here. Peace.